Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
What it do? Hey, what's up? It's RAERAES with RAERAES All Day Channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your support. Before you leave, please hit subscribe if you ain't already. Hit that like button. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think. And, share it with some folks if you like it. If you don't like it, let them know. Share it and let them know why you don't like it. Child, did y'all watch it? Part 2, Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 6 reunion. Child, if you haven't, I'm about to make you abreast. Yeah, make you abreast. And if you have, again, leave me some comments. Let me know if I missed something. But child, it was juicy. Yes, it was. Some things we already knew. Some things we tired of hearing about. And some things we're like, girl, really, girl? Really, really, girl. It was some funny moments, too, especially when both Mel and Kenny was trying to pass the baton around, commenting on Tisha. But anywho, let's just get on in it too. Okay, so part 1 ended when Kiki came on, right? And Kiki started to, of course, go in on Tisha because that's what she liked to do. She liked to mess with her favorite cousin. And again, like I said, when first cousin sang Sugar Honey Iced Tea, I got a story to tell. I think I may do a little RAERAES Chronicles, or I don't know, RAERAES Reflections on when first cousins ain't Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Woo! It'll blow your socks off. Oh, I think I will. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to set that up. I'm going to add that to my repertoire. And speaking of my repertoire, real quick before I start in on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I do reviews for Southern Charm with my girl, Psychic_ELB. And she gave me a read, and I'm going to tell you about that later, too. And Belle Collective, the Real Housewives shows, and Drag Race Season 16. I just started getting in the Drag Race, about 18 months ago? Girl, now season 15 was off the chain. Now that's the season I should have, but I just started getting in with it. So I wasn't really, I didn't really know too much about it. I know about Drag Race. I even saw the All-Stars, baby. It was an All-Stars 8. Yes, that's one of my new favorites. But yeah, I review all that stuff, the Housewives show. So go ahead and go through my library and check them all out. But yeah, so I'm gonna review. You're gonna listen to me give my opinion, my take, my rendition, Of course, everything here is allegedly speaking, of course, because I wasn't there. I'm only shown what they didn't put on the cutting room floor. So whatever they show me, I'm commenting on. If it ain't true, that's on them because they should have painted a different picture. But anywho, again, it's my opinion. And here we go. So, okay. So Kiki admit, though, okay, let me go back just a tiny second. Kiki came on the first part and started going in on Tisha, right? Because that's what she loved to do. And pretty much Tisha was on one. She was giving Stormy the blues real bad. Telling Stormy she popping pills and she owed people all around town, and it's, all in the Huntsville streets. I'm like, Tisha, you better be careful because, plagiarizing and making money off of it and keeping the profits and not giving the real, owner of the information and profits could be a little copyright. Now, I ain't no copyright attorney, but I do know I can't plagiarize somebody make money off of it and keep the product profits and blast and make fun of who I copy from and don't give part of the I'm just saying, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, but Tisha need to calm all that down. But yeah, so back to part two. Kiki come on, she giving Tisha the blues, right? And look at it. Look. Now the face was dusted, but you can tell she was a little hot under the collar because she was a little moist in the chest area. You know, listen, us, us busty women know about that. Extra moisture. So she was dusted from neck up. Don't get me wrong. I would have liked to see all of the dress. The whole time they showed her sitting down, then they showed her walking out. So I don't know what that thing looked like from the nipple down, but yeah. So Kiki was giving Tisha the blues. Tisha was giving her the blues. Tisha had allegations of, actually wasn't allegations because by the look on Kiki's face, she confirmed that Tisha was going in on the fact that Kiki and her husband be cheating on each other throughout the whole marriage. Now, even though he wasn't there to defend himself, Kiki pretty much, confirmed Tisha was right. Yes, we have been. He has and I have. Child, I get. See, again, I know y'all heard me say this before. I don't do. I am monogamous. I don't do the outside activity because it leads to AIDS, herpes, syphilis, all these things that I don't want. So we just gonna, keep it a buck. Oh, wait, let me get something to drink real quick. Get this. Hold on. One more. Woo, yeah, baby. Yeah, so actually they were not allegations. Kiki confirmed it. And then Tisha going on and on and on about this conversation. She brought receipts and Marceau looking at her like, girl, this is too much. This is too much. This is too much. So apparently, to make that long story short, how Tisha confirmed Kiki was lying was that she had a conversation with a third party involved with the lie, and Kiki's story didn't match. And considering Kiki past of drug abuse, drug dependency, and substance use and whatnot, it didn't look good for Kiki. No, it didn't. So, that's that on that with them. So Carlos asked, what's her name? Carlos asked both Mel and Kimmy, do you think Tisha, is accepting of what's been being talked about in her marriage and whatnot? And both of, now that's Mel's face, okay? She wasn't having it. She was like, nah, and then her and Kimmy was going back and forth, and I was like, no, you got it, girl. No, you got it. No, you got it, girl. No, you got it. So that was the funny part about it all, right? Because ain't nobody trying to get mixed up in none of that. They, they really not. And I don't blame them because, no, thank you. No, gracias, right? I really didn't want to. I don't want to hear it. I ain't got time for it. And frankly, I'm just not here for it. So again, Carlos was asking, well, do you think that, do you think both Kimmy and Mel, do you think that, Tisha knows about the so-called cheating in her marriage? So pretty much, right, both Kimmy and Mel was just going back and forth. Like I said, well, no, you take it, girl. No, you take it. No, you take it, girl. No, you take it. Well, Kimmy answered, enough is enough. Can we just see the proof? Pretty much Tisha needs proof, more concrete proof. Actually, she said more proof that's concrete. I'm saying more concrete proof because like I said before, the back fat is enough for me because Tisha came crying to Marceau at night, got him outside, and that whole conversation looked like she knew. But anywho, so then back to this one here. She was like, well, I mean, all I know is as a married woman, you want to have concrete proof. So I think that's what Tisha's waiting on. Good answer, Mel. Good answer. So then we go to the issue of the drug test. Now, like I said before, when somebody is on something and somebody takes a test to detect said something, then said something should show up on the test. So either, now this was the issue. Remember when Mel came out the blue when they was moving back and forth, Kiki and her so-called husband, and Mel brought a test for her to take. This out the blue, and they laughing about it. Whoop de whoop. Mel said no, she didn't. Fudge the test. It was her urine. We was there when she did it. We didn't actually see her put it in the cup, but producers and myself was in the bathroom, and pretty much it read negative. Nothing was detected in that cup, even though this is a quote that the test was trying to pick up. So if Kiki says she said she takes methadone every day, the only thing now is either the test was faulty or she wasn't taking methadone that day. Hey, ain't nobody saying nothing else. So we moved on, right? Child, that doggone drug test. Anyway, so we got the Fletchers and we got Big Lou and Tiffany, right? That's a better picture. Yeah, that's them. They came on. So pretty much it was real quick, y'all. They're not coming back because of Tiffany's postpartum blues, and they're just having a tough time dealing with it all. And I respect that. Anybody who needs to take care of their mental, like everybody was in agreement, of course. And like Carlos said, we will welcome you back when you're ready. At the same time, this is the picture I want to delve into. Look at that fine man. Woo! Mm-hmm. The fact that he was going back and forth with a couple of guys who confronted his wife while pregnant, I think that's the main reason why. Well, I said the second main reason why they took a break. I think that was his reason for wanting to take a break. And the fact that she's going through some hard times after the baby was her reason for wanting to take a break, because I don't see Big Lou losing his livelihood over two dudes coming at his wife, especially when she's, going through what she's going through. Now, of course, she wasn't, postpartum then, but don't no man like his wife being bothered. Don't no real man. Let me correct that. Don't no real man like it when folks is messing with his wife. And I respect that out of that fine man named Lou. With Low. Yes, baby. And that's pretty much that on that. We didn't get a whole lot of Chris and Nell, but we're going to delve into them on part 3 from what it seemed like. So, the next part was, Mel and Martell. Child, as you see, they both going back and forth and back. Come to find out they arguing. Mel put his behind on blast. You see how he's in motion. Everything is in motion. Just like I'm laughing. Carlos was laughing too. Because he hurried up and got out of there. He with that bodycon suit. Mad because Mel, put him on Front Street. Pretty much that fiasco of a so-called relationship with Sheree, for her being his friend girl and her professing on her show that, yeah, we together, we're a couple, whoop-de-whoop. that was all a business arrangement, according to the court docs, from what Mel said her attorney asked him. So pretty much the whole basis of this conversation was that, does Mel have a problem? Does it bother Mel that his side dish, his side piece, his jump off is around her kids? And she was like, it doesn't bother me per se, but she has a problem with that person being around her kids, knowing how relentless she was during the time she was married and was told to stay away from her family, and the fact that she wanted her family so bad. So that's where she's a little uneasy, which is, understandable. That's pretty much that on that. They always argue about the same stuff, and then they're going on about court documents and stuff on the social media. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But the humdinger of it all was when, look, you see that face Mel got? Ooh, she was ticked off. She looked right there. She looked more mad then talking to Stormy Mama, Miss Betty, than she was talking to Martell. And I can understand, because she is sick and tired of Martell, and there's really no need for her to really get her dander up other than just to let off steam. But she was angry here. It's a different kind of angry, because the number one fan of the show, no disrespect, but she's a fan of the show. And when you have a fan on the show going back and forth with a cast member whom they don't like, it's going to be redonkulous, which it was. First of all, why is she on here fighting her daughter's battles? Her daughter is good and grown with a baby. She's sucking and fucking her man every day and night, and she getting off every time he go in and whatnot, as she said. So why does her mama feel the need to fight her battles? Because, like Mel said, oh, I didn't hear you. What? See, whenever a woman is doing that, she ready to fight. Miss Betty got under Mel's skin so tough over the fact that and all this is over social media, which is dumb. So, okay, let me give you a little backstory to this argument. So Stormy was upset at the fact that people thought whoever was recording in Mel's house, as Mel put it, and the only person they showed that went to her house was Stormy. People were under Mel's comments about someone in her house recording her and putting it out for the world to hear. People were speculating and commenting, oh, F Stormy. And Stormy had suffered some, business, issues where, the stores were getting interference phone calls about her products and just trying to damage Stormy's business reputation. And the fact that Mel didn't correct them, that's why Stormy has an issue. And that's why this one here has an issue. But then this one here went and said, well, any woman who will still be arguing with her ex-husband that's been divorced for 3 years, and that's what caused this. Oh, what'd you say, huh? Huh? Child, wait till part 3. Yes, honey, wait till part 3. That's the girl. See, that's why you don't invite fans on the show like that who, look, Mel said, you got enough going on in your family. Don't worry about mine. And child, it got on and cracking from then. Because, Stormy Mama is a little unhinged. Not as bad as Wanda, but they pretty much neck and neck. Yeah, they pretty much neck and neck. I can see them being ace boom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, that was part 2 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I can't wait to see part 3 that come out in a couple of days. Woo, child. As you can see, Mel wasn't playing. And when girl, you see her whole face change, child. She was not playing. But yeah, y'all, that was it. That was part 2, Love and Marriage Huntsville season 6 reunion, even though they've only had 4 reunions. Child, what that mean? So they bypassed 2 seasons. They need to get this correct, because we all of us YouTubers and reviewers be like, what season is this? They do a good 15, 20 and then take a break. And it's a whole new season, and next, and I'm like, what you mean whole new season? Why is it season? Like I said, season 4 went to season 5, and now we in season 6. I'm like, child, what's going on? We don't know how to label our captions. We just girl. Anywho, that was it. And again, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you next time. Adios.